Hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're self-improving in life. I hope you're not letting all the bullshit stress you out and get you down and not live your life, the only life you got. Right? Toast to life, right? I know you're not letting the motherfucker break you because of some fake love ass shit. The motherfucker never loved you in the first place. I know that ain't what's going on. It better not be. The truth is this, man. Actually, the truth hurts, don't it? The truth hurts like a motherfucker, don't it? But here's the truth, people. 9 times out of 10, you're a placeholder or a rebound. 9 times out of 10, you're a placeholder or a band-aid. My bad. What's a placeholder? This is where you see relationships where people are in them, but they don't want them. We've all been guilty of being a placeholder at some point, more than likely. Maybe not everybody, but damn near everybody. About 90-something% people. Let's be real about it. Let's not be fake. And we've all been band-aids and used band-aids. Let's not be fake about it. So this is not a video to make people, since we have all been guilty of being a placeholder and using a placeholder, basically, and been guilty of being a band-aid and using a band-aid, don't take this video as judgment. Just take it as game. All these videos is for game, not judgment. Game, not judgment. Game, not judgment. I need y'all to understand that, because if you take it as judgment, you're going to not get the game and you're going to log off the video because you're going to get pissed off about something because it might have applied to you at some point in your life. You can't do that. The point is for you to understand and know what a band-aid and a placeholder is, so you are not a band-aid or a placeholder. That's the goal, people. 9 times out of 10, you are, though. Whenever you meet a man or a woman, man, you think that they just completely are alone. They was just sitting at home reading the Bible and you know, just sitting at home reading the Bible and eating cookies and stuff, right? That's what y'all believe, right? Now, I'm not saying it's not impossible, because I really feel, for the most part, that's how I live my life. I'm not scared to be alone. If I'm talking to somebody right now, and if I stop talking to them, I don't need other people to be on deck before I do that. I'll just simply leave them alone because it's what's right. Because I want karma to be right for me. You know? Plus, I'm not going to just deal with somebody just to keep them around because I'm hurt or something. So let's talk about the placeholder, man. That's when people are with people that they really don't want to be with. Or they go back to people that they really don't want to be with because they didn't find the one that they wanted better than that person. Or they think they can't live without that person, right? Usually because they haven't found the person to replace them. But the problem with this is this: when you do this, you are, even if you like the next person you find, by default they are a rebound. By default. I forgot where I was at. Now, the sad truth is this, man, and this is why you see when you look on social media, honestly, man, I have not given up on love and shit, but I kind of have, because every day you look on social media, you see another person that reminds me of where I've been at. Like, damn, motherfuckers still out here doing motherfuckers wrong, I see, huh? Right? A placeholder, most relationships are placeholders. Either both people are the placeholder, or one of the people are a placeholder. A lot of people might say, well, they went back to the person. They love the person to death. You know what I mean? That's not always true. Usually when you leave somebody, and I'm not talking about break up, I mean like leave them or fuck with somebody else. Usually you don't want that person anymore. That's why you fuck with somebody else. But the problem is you fail for whatever reason. It don't work out with somebody you fucking with. So in your mind, you think that you love the person, and really all it is you need that Band-Aid. We're going to get into that Band-Aid shit in a minute. Matter of fact, they both intertwine, so it don't even matter. But really what it is you need that Band-Aid. You hurt, so since you're hurt, you want somebody to comfort that pain instead of dealing with it with yourself. Because you are the one who chose the wrong person. And that's why this is why I have zero problem with being alone if it don't work out with someone, because I chose them. Why would I want to bring that energy to someone else? And even if I treat them good and shit, right? The point is they still a rebound. Could they potentially be somebody? Yeah, if I don't get too serious with them, if I just keep them as a friend, yeah, that way, yeah. But if I was to leave if I break up with a woman and then get with another woman, she's a rebound by default, man. It don't matter how much I like it, because by default, by rule, you have to get over the last relationship by default, man. So you got exes running back to exes because of Band-Aids. They need that Band-Aid, man. But I feel like as people, you chose the wrong person. You should have to deal with that alone, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move. Since I chose the wrong woman, then I got to deal with it. I'm not going to go to another woman and try to use her for the comfort. Because in reality, she can't comfort me. A Band-Aid only works for so long. Band-Aids are temporary. So she might comfort me for a second, but she can't do it fully. Eventually, that Band-Aid's not going to heal that wound. That wound's going to, you know, it's a deep wound. It takes stitches. Relationships are deep wounds when you walk away. It ain't no damn little scratch. You know, a Band-Aid ain't going to work. You got to go see the doctor, a.k.a. the Most High God. Period. But people don't want to do that. You know, they want to put 5, 10 Band-Aids on it. I'm going to go sleep with 10 men, a.k.a. 10 men, 10 women. I'm going to put all these Band-Aids on it. It just makes an ugly-ass mess on the cut. The motherfucker gushing like a motherfucker. And you got 10 Band-Aids on there just falling off everywhere. The people, the rebounds, a.k.a. the Band-Aids. The people are the Band-Aids. You putting the wound cut like a motherfucker, right? You need to go see the doctor, a.k.a. the Most High, but you want to put Band-Aids on there, a.k.a. men or women. And it's just gushing out, and the Band-Aid all dangling and shit and falling off, man. But you cause that pain to yourself, so you need to deal with it. The reason why we can't meet people and actually have decent relationships is because everybody and their motherfucking mama, right, want to go to somebody else to get healed. You can do that if you do it the right way, meaning take your time with a person and be friends with them until you're ready for something serious. But motherfuckers don't do that. They trying to move in and this and that and I love you and all this bullshit, man. All these lies. And what happens is you actually ruin the relationship potential with that next person. I'm going to say that again. When you don't go about it the right way, you break up with somebody and you met somebody else you like and you don't go about it the right way, like take your time and just kind of like be friend type shit, you ruin it. You're going to ruin it with that person because by default, they are a rebound. By default. Don't matter how much you like the rebound or not, they're still a rebound. They're still a rebound because you're still hurt. You did not heal. It's a process to this shit. And everybody wants to skip over the healing part. That's the problem. You have to heal. I cannot come to a woman with a quarter of a heart all crumbled up and shit. People think that they got to go to people to get their heart healed, or people got to come to them to get their heart healed, meaning the other person's heart healed. So a lot of these relationships, you wonder why people are cheating and lying and all this shit, because truthfully, they never healed for one. They just jumped in a relationship with somebody. You know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10, they probably really didn't like the person like that. They just got with the person, right? They was just a placeholder. And a placeholder, if you are a placeholder to somebody, let's say I'm a placeholder to a woman who likes John Elway, blonde hair, blue eyes. Let's say I'm a placeholder. Let's say she really likes white guys. But she like, you know what, I'll try a black guy for a while, see what happens. Man, if a white dude come along and she really like, you're done. Fuck out of here. Still nigga, goodbye. She ain't gonna fuck with you. Cause she really don't like you, dog. Plain and simple, man. Plain and fucking simple. It could be, it could be vice versa. It don't matter, Chinese, black, whatever. It might not even be about race. It could be height. Let's say she really wants somebody that's tall, dark, handsome with tattoos, and you none of that. But she gonna fuck with you for now because you the placeholder, G. You the placeholder. This is why you getting that hot and warm treatment. She act like she hot 1 minute or happy 1 minute. Next minute she thinking about, man, I really don't want this motherfucker. I'm really not happy. He just here. He's just a placeholder. She just a placeholder. I really don't want her. You know what I mean? She just sex. And then the woman, the placeholder, is wondering why they can't find love or why people don't love them and why do they always get shitted on and this and that? Because you got to make sure you're not a placeholder. It does not matter how much of a good woman or man you are. You got to make sure you are not a placeholder. Plain and simple. If you don't make sure you're that you're not a placeholder, in the end you're going to lose that person. In the end you will be cheated on. In the end you're going to get treated like shit because they don't want you. Some people are okay with dealing with people just because they don't want to be alone. Now whether you are the person guilty of this or you are a person who is a victim of this, both are wrong. Like, you don't want to be a victim of it, and you don't want to be guilty of it either. Either way, you're fucked. How many times have I said on videos, man, you got to make sure that you are their number one choice. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you better figure it out. You better figure that shit out, man. Sometimes you might grow on a person. It might take some time. You know what I mean? But it's tough. It's tough because, and a lot of people, man, like, they think a person cheats and comes back because they think that they love them. It could happen. It could. I ain't gonna say it don't happen, but it's so rare, man. You would probably have to have a lot of history with that person. Like, you probably have to have kids with them and shit like that to make them really be like, you know what, I gotta do what's right by this person. But 9 times out of 10, that's some fairy tale bullshit. So don't even listen to what I just said right there. Because even though it can happen, it's possible, I still feel like those people come back to each other because they need their Band-Aid. You know, they hurt single. I'm hurt single. I need my old love back. I need that old feeling back. Right? I don't give a fuck if she fucked somebody in the bed when I came home from work, or I don't care if he fucks some girl in the bed and I came home from work and seen it. It's better than feeling like this feeling. It's better than feeling like the feeling of me fucking up and picking the wrong woman or man. So I'm going to run back to the wrong woman or man. This is what they do. And then finally, when they break away, they don't wait. They meet you, the Band-Aid. You know, they leave the placeholder and then they meet you, the Band-Aid. Which technically makes you a placeholder too, because they can't really love you to the fullest. You're not getting the full version of their love because they are hurt from love. So it's impossible for them to give you their full love. Impossible. They have to go to the drawing board. They got to go to the doctor to get their heart fixed, aka the Most High. If they do not do that, then you're just gonna have a bunch of people all around the world half loving people. You're just gonna have a whole bunch of people all across the globe half loving people, using people as crutches, Band-Aids, and placeholders. And a lot of people, you know, they're gonna ignore the things I say, but they're gonna keep going. Everything I'm saying is legit. It's funny how, you know, when you speak the truth, you don't get views like that. You might get some. The people who are supposed to hear are going to hear it. But if you just talk about women and men hating each other, you get all kind of views. Or, you know, just gossip and drama, you're going to get all kind of views. But spit some real shit about this placeholder shit. And the shit goes both ways, too, by the way. The Band-Aid, the placeholder, that shit go both ways. Most people are hurt people, so they're coming to you. They don't want to face the hurt that they cause, you know. So they do one or two things. Either they try to find another relationship, right, immediately without healing, or they try to find a bunch of women or men relationships. You know what I mean? Situations, because they don't want to face the hurt that they caused themselves by picking the wrong person, man. So they coming to you, but they gonna come into you in disguise as I'm so ready to love somebody, but really they really not. Deep down, they might like you. I'm not saying they don't like you. You know, everybody who come at you, some might legitimately like you, but the problem is, people, they not ready, man. They not ready. You will be you're their Band-Aid, not their new lover, because they did not heal. And most people do not heal. Most women and men, they don't take time to themselves after a breakup. They use they get worse. A man or woman hurts them, and then the only thing they can think of is get more women than men, so I'm not hurt. Get under somebody. The best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody. Remember, that's what they say, right? That's what they doing. And more than likely, you are that person. And it just keeps happening over and over, because motherfuckers do not have the balls or the pussy, whatever you want to call it. They don't have the heart to just say, you know what? I got hurt by this last person. I'm not even going to go out and fuck with people right now. I'm just going to stay to myself and do some self-reflecting. Nope. What do? I got to go out and kick it and find more niggas and more bitches. And guess what? One of them is you. One of y'all. It's going to be one of y'all. All these men and women that coming up to y'all, you wonder why they don't have real love and why they wishy-washy, why they run back to their exes and this and that, why they got so many men and women on deck. I just told you in this video, man. Because you are either a placeholder or you are the Band-Aid. If you're getting cheated on or it seems like they treat you like shit in a relationship, it's because you are the placeholder. If the person that came along that they really wanted, they would leave you in a heartbeat. And you are the Band-Aid if you are dealing with somebody who's hurt, trying to come along. Now, if they come at you in the way of taking it slow, like, hey, I'm hurt, take it slow with me, that's a different story, because they're not trying to force themselves on you, you know, because they understand that they're still hurt by somebody. But some people who do this, they still try to hold on to their ex and still talk to their ex. So until they take that first step away from their ex, then you stand no chance. You stand no chance. You're just a Band-Aid, man. That's it. You're just his or her Band-Aid. If you're a man, more than likely you just heard emotional tampon. If you're a woman, you just hit sex. Trying to get over his ex. You want that? Go ahead. Deal with it. But I suggest y'all start really looking at it. Ask people how long they've been away from their last relationship. Some are going to lie, but you can sense it out. You can kind of sense that shit out, man. And it's cool if they just like got out of a relationship. You just gotta treat it as a friendship. Don't rush. Like if you really like them, that's fine. I get it. You just broke up with your boyfriend, or you trying to leave your boyfriend. That's fine. I'm not gonna rush you or anything. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. But the problem with that is 9 times out of 10, they still talking to their exes. So therefore, you're just being used as a band-aid. You know, it would have to be a woman that is done with everything and just trying to fuck with you. But we know that's not going to happen 9 times out of 10, because if they're not healed yet, that means they're still going to miss that ex, that woman or man. And there's a good chance they're going to still talk to them behind your back and fuck up something good that y'all could have had. This is why I stress it so much, to stop doing this shit. All y'all doing is fucking up good new potential relationships because y'all bringing old baggage. You're bringing old dirt in a new house. You're trying to build a new kingdom with a new person, but you're bringing all the baggage from the old kingdom. Making the new kingdom look like the old kingdom. AKA making this possible relationship look like your last relationship. It's not rocket science, people. But we already know what time it is. We live in an era where motherfuckers can't go 5 minutes without talking to the opposite sex. You know what I mean? Straight up. They can't go 5 minutes, let alone 5 days or 5 months. And this explains why, if people actually waited and stayed to themselves and waited until they found someone they really wanted, you would see way more happy relationships. You would see way less cheating and lying and deceiving and all that. The reason why you see all this is because of what I said. They was the placeholder, man. They don't really want the person, man. Or they was the band-aid. I want the person, but I can't wait. I'm gonna just dive right in. Even though I just talked to my ex and fucked him or her last night or last week. You know, that type shit, man. You gotta be careful out here, man. Because even if you are a person that is willing to go alone, you know, after you fucked up with somebody, meaning you fucked up, picked the wrong person, don't matter why it happened, you know, you gotta understand, 97% people ain't gonna do that, man. 97% of people believe get under another dude or chick if you break up with one. And that's what they doing, man. And some of them ain't even going to leave the person they're with. They just use you as a band-aid because the relationship isn't going well right now, right? But the moment that person apologizes and acts good again and and puts the mask back on, should I say, because that's what the fuck it is, they're going to leave you high and dry. Or they'll keep you around and act like they'll try to smooth their way back to that person, you know, by slowly detaching from you and expecting you not to notice it. It's fucked up. But in the end, it's probably they lost, because they probably gonna lose you and that person they went back to. Because karma is karma. It is what it is. This is the problem that you run into when you are scared to just go on your own instead of trying to find band-aids and fucking placeholders, man. Basically trying to use people because you hurt yourself by picking the wrong person. So now you want to use people. But guess what? When you run back to that person, they're going to use you. And they're going to do you dirty just like they did before that made you leave in the first place. So it's best to leave. Or you're going to run to the band-aids and they're going to use you because you're using them. And they will be able to sense that they're being used. And unless they don't care about themselves, they're going to use you. They're going to play you. Don't do it, people. Don't be a Band-Aid or a placeholder. And don't use a Band-Aid or a placeholder. Find something real, man. And the only way to do that, man, you probably just stop looking. Stop being all on these apps and shit, knowing damn well you're going to strike the fuck out. Yeah, it's easier to get attention and all that, maybe sex and stuff like that, right? But are you getting what you really wanted? You didn't need Facebook before when you found somebody, right? Why you need it now? Just wonder. A lot of y'all wonder why she used you for money and all these other things, man. Because you just a placeholder, dog. So when she's done using you and find somebody else that she likes more than you, don't say I didn't warn you, dog. You didn't want to listen to my video. You know, my video didn't have no sense of knowledge in it. You know, I was just talking, driving a truck, just running my mouth for no reason whatsoever, right? Dog, as a man, you really can't fall by the sword, dog, at all. I mean, women can't either, because it could be seriously bad for them, you know. Then it's probably end up a single mother and shit like that. But as men, you got to build empires. You know, a woman she still has a legitimate chance to find a man that's willing to, you know, basically change her life for the most part. I mean, it's going to be hard. You know, it could be harder the worse she fucked her shit up. But as a man, ain't nobody coming to save you, G. Nobody. Forget about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even fix your mind to think that a woman's coming to save you, dog. It's not happening. And even if it did, even if it could happen for a man, why would you want that as a man? Why would you? Why would you want a woman to save you, bro? You're going to feel like a bitch, I'm telling you, dog. Don't do it. You want to feel like a man. And the only way to do that is to handle your motherfucking business, dog. And make sure you're not a placeholder. Placeholders get cheated on, dog. Placeholders get left for somebody else. I gave you a perfect example. She likes blonde hair, blue-eyed John Elway, but she's with me. I'm the fucking placeholder. Unless she really liked me too and I rewrote her attraction. But 9 times out of 10, she's going to look for, she wants and will look for a John Elway with blonde hair and blue eyes. But she just couldn't get it, so she fucked with you because you was just there. You was a guy that was just there. You know what I mean? A lot of men getting pussy because they was just there. Not because you got some swag and all this bullshit that y'all say. That's why I say all the time, the man that ain't on his purpose gonna get the most, like AMS said. He probably gonna get the most pussy because he just there. He just everywhere. You know what I mean? He just there at the right time. She hurt. You know, she was a placeholder, now she hurting, crying. He was there and she needs comfort. She needs that Band-Aid, so she gave him something, you know what I'm saying? Cold world, man. But if you on your purpose, you ain't gonna be just there, you know? A lot of times, like I said, when men get women, sex from women, you was just there at the right time, bro. You just was there to comfort her at that right time. You take that same woman and she ain't hurt no more and don't need a Band-Aid, she probably ain't gonna fuck with you unless you are somebody she really wants. Unless you got the placeholder. That's another thing. Not only do placeholders get cheated on and left in the end and they get used, nah, I don't know if I want to. Basically, I'm going to say that. That's the same as used. I ain't going to say that. Ain't no point. It's the same thing. Still been used. Ain't no point. What's understood don't need to be explained. You know? So, avoid being a placeholder or a Band-Aid, people. Understand when you're dealing with somebody, you know, to a certain extent, you're probably one or the other. And that's cool, you know, to a certain extent. But it's all about how y'all go about the shit. So y'all don't ruin something that y'all can have. That's the whole point of me making this video, people. Not necessarily to say people are bad for using these tactics, but more or less so y'all don't fuck up a good thing that you could possibly have with somebody later. You know what I mean? just remember, when you come across a guy or a girl, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to be a placeholder or a Band-Aid. Because, for the simple fact that most people do not have the strength to stay alone. So they will always go from woman to woman to woman, man to man to man to man. You know, it's never a void for them. It's never a break for them. They can't do it, you know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate. Because, you know, I've passed up on a lot of females because of that. Because I don't want to be the rebound. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the Band-Aid or the placeholder. And if I sense that that's what I am, you know, I'm going to pass up on it. I think I passed up more on being the Band-Aid though. Meaning they don't want to wait to heal or just take their time and heal and then fuck with me more serious. Now they want to fuck with me serious right now, and I know that you just left dude last week, or you know what I mean, shit, or you got a boyfriend or some shit like that, you know. So yeah, you gotta have standards for yourself, man. If you don't, you're gonna be okay with being a Band-Aid or a placeholder. You're not gonna have any problem with it. You know, you see it all over the globe. Men, a lot of men know that they wife or whatever don't really want them. She don't even sleep with him no more. She don't want him. He knows that. But he's still going to be there and be that placeholder. And I'm telling you right now, if she ever come across a guy that she really wants and that could benefit her just as much as staying with you, you should go. Or vice versa with a dude. A lot of women wonder why a dude wants a woman and he goes out and cheats. That's because you still benefit him. It doesn't necessarily mean that he thinks you're better than the other women that he go out and cheat, or why he wants to cheat. See, you think that, but what it really means is he can't find somebody to benefit him more. So he got to keep that. He's not going to get rid of his benefits. So when people cheat, understand that it doesn't necessarily mean that they can't let the person go and the person is just so good they just have to keep coming back. Nah, it's because the benefits. They haven't found someone to benefit them as much. Whether it be money, a house they live in, situation, attention. You know, the situation, the house they live in. Maybe they got a kid, whatever. It could be a lot of shit. But once they figure out how to find someone to benefit them more than you, the placeholder, you're done, placeholder. You're done. And then she gonna come to you, Band-Aid, or he or she gonna come to you after they done with that the placeholder. Matter of fact, they gonna jump from you, the placeholder, to the Band-Aid. What's the moral of both of those things? Jumping from the placeholder to the Band-Aid. Y'all don't see it? The moral is people don't want to be alone. And people will not be alone. So therefore, people are not taking time to themselves to become right for the next person. So therefore, even when they meet a good possible situation, it's going to get fucked up. It's going to get fucked up because you got that placeholder. And a lot of times it be both people who are the placeholders. You know, and this is why relationships ain't working, people. This is why everybody seems like they for everybody. I'm telling y'all, man. I hope y'all have a good day, man. And I hope none of y'all are placeholders or Band-Aids. And I hope you're not using people as placeholders or Band-Aids. Nobody truthfully deserves that. People need to deal with their own pain that they cause in their lives by themselves. Don't use people to be your comfort, your placeholder or Band-Aid. If they want to be that and they know the situation, that's different. They choose to be it. You know? You might meet somebody that knows that you hurt and they be okay with, you know, you get to know them. But I wouldn't unless I knew that you really was done with the person you was with. But we know that's not the case 9 times out of 10 because that's not how people move. And 9 times out of 10, The person they with now was probably a placeholder, a Band-Aid too. It's like a domino effect. The shit just keeps happening over and over again. Motherfuckers never get tired of using people as placeholders and shit, though. And Band-Aids, aka rebounds, and settling for people you really don't want. But I see a fucked up situation, so I gotta go. It's gonna be tough to pull this one off. Once again, have a good day, y'all. Oh, this is real tough. I don't even think I can close the phone right now. This is tough. That ain't that bad. I got this shit. Got you. But that dude need to move his burn because I'm definitely about to roll over this motherfucker. Sometimes you just gotta go over shit. Man, make sure y'all have a good day, man. Make sure y'all stay solid, man. And don't settle for less, man. I don't care how much you like somebody, man. Understand how people are moving out here, man. It's rare that people, you know, they just gonna make themselves available for one person and one person only. You know, the right way. Because you do have people out here who will be for one person and all that, but they're going about it the wrong way. They want to leave a relationship, right? Or they've been hurt by somebody, but they need to let you know up front, hey, this is what it is. I want to leave this relationship. I like you. Take your time with me. We ain't got to be that serious right now because of the fuck up thing. Let me get to the point to where I can actually be 100% for you. But I don't want to lose you. But I'm really leaving this person alone, or I'm really done with this person. You know what I mean? That's not what people do, though. Or it could be, I've been dating around and I dated this guy or girl and she got me, you know, kind of fucked up right now. And I like you, but I need time to get over her or him, how they got me feeling right now. But I don't want to lose you. Just understand that I just want to be there and take it slow with you for now. Not quite ready. And really be serious about it. But they ain't going to do that shit, man. But man, that's a fantasy, dog. What am I talking about, man? Cut the camera.